we are here at Animal Kingdom. We have made it literally for the start of extra magic time, which is some kind of miracle. Let's see if we can get in easy this morning. And then of course we're heading with everyone to Flight of Passage. It is the most beautiful reveal in a park. However, I feel like it is severely underappreciated by people just rushing off to Flight of Passage, of which we are one of those people this morning. So we have jumped in the queue for Avatar. We got in it at 7:35. It was on the bridge to Africa. We have now got to the entrance, showing a 55-minute wait. The one thing I would say with the queue in the morning is it's well organised and it does keep moving. Like, we've probably only stood still like 2 or 3 times and it's only been for a couple of minutes each time. So it doesn't feel so bad then. And there is plenty to look at in the queue. So again, it doesn't always feel as bad as it could do in other queue lines.
Oh no, somebody's over here. Well, let's take the building. That's the bicycle. Dad, what? Are those 2 starfishes? Oh my god, what are they? They're disgusting. They're helicopters.
We got an Optrix at Biome 1 switching there now. Tracking.
Yeah.
You ready for this, Bubs?
Please make sure everybody can see the screen.
Move around a bit. Almost. Yes, got him. Now, let's find you your avatar matches.
I got my parents would call me.
We pretty much waited the whole 50 minutes, if not over an hour, for Flight of Passage, but it's up at like a 90-95 minute queue at the moment, so we'll take that. I think it's just one of those rides, if you want to do it, you're going to have to queue, and for us we find it just easier to do that at the start of the day. We've wandered over to Africa to do the safari. That's jumping between a 30 and a 45 minute queue, so we've jumped in that. And apart from Everest, I don't know if there's much else we've definitely got on today's yes list. So a few snacks and a few bits we want to eat, of course. The snack list is still long.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna wander around and see what we get done, and then so we have a reservation at 2 o'clock, so that's back at the front of the park. So
you're more than welcome to have out all phones and cameras out on this adventure. If you don't know what you're looking for, it looks like a rock. Yeah, that's a rhino. I'm just a little sleepy baby. Black rhinos are actually, these are African painted dogs. They may look like some sleepy little puppies, but they're actually one of the world's most successful pack hunters. More successful than lions and hyenas. They are vicious predators, I promise you. Someone just forgot to tell them not to look cute today. Most of these are actually brown stripes. Now zebras do get a very quick start to life as they are up and walking within an hour of birth. Once they're up and walking, they do memorize their mama's stripe pattern, as each zebra's pattern is unique. Species of giraffes, the southern, the northern, the reticulated, and the Maasai. We can tell these are Maasais because their spots have jagged edges like leaves or puzzle pieces. Have a prehensile trunk. I did say you'd hear that word prehensile a lot. I can use it to grab things, as it's so doing right now. Not only can it grab things with that trunk, but it can also store a couple of gallons of water. Unlike my childhood taught me, they do not drink through their trunks like a straw. If you look at...
Yeah.
Will you try really hard?
I know. And they'll just like come right up to you. Here. So there's one here, there's one stood there, and then the others are just a little bit further behind, which you can't quite see.
Whoa!
Just like you do.
I have a video of this, Mom.
Take a video?
Yes, I got a video of it.
No, I was going to say they're not fighting, they're teasing each other. You see slap them on the back and
Look at that, look at that, look at that.
What you would do. He just grabbed his leg. He did this.
He tried to trick
He
them.
ran though, I don't know.
Oh my goodness! What's going on? Look at there's another. Oh, that's the big one. That's the
Just having a little snack break. Jay got the pineapple crisp cake from Tamu Tamu. Madison had some watermelon and some pineapple crisp cake and some pretzel.
And a yogurt pouch.
And you already had breakfast, a little bit of breakfast.
Very, very bad. Medium.
And I got a pretzel with cheese sauce. Classic. We've also had plenty of ice water because there was some good water at Tamu Tamu Lounge. And we are now going to head towards Everest to see if we can get there before these dark clouds do anything ominous. Too ominous. That's where we're heading. Let's see where we get to. I don't know if you can hear me over the rain, but we just said we were going to try to do Everest before the big black cloud did the big black cloud thing. However, we didn't even get halfway there. I don't even think you can tell how bad this is. I'm a little bit thankful that I checked the weather this morning and packed the raincoat, although my raincoat is short. But I'm dry-ish, kinda, for now.
Has hunted these rhinos to near extinction. People hunt them for their horns. They feel they serve a medicinal purpose. Around their horns, they're made of keratin or nerves on their fingernails.
So the saddle is stored on the right and the bongo on the left as an antelope species. For the bongo, both male and female, they have these short, heavy, curved horns on their heads. They use their curved horns to brush away the underbrush of forest environments. Another eland next to us. Behind all that, some of the wildebeest, some springbok. So a whole lot of movement, a whole lot of animal activity. We're going to start with those Patterson's eland. The eland is a massive creature. It's never been done justice when we're traveling in a vehicle like this, just how big they are. They're about 6 feet tall and 2,000 pounds of pure muscle. My favorite thing about elands, both male and female, they're known for having these lovely spiral-shaped horns on the tops of their heads. You see them active like this, but the rainfall changes that up a bit. Painted dogs get their name due to the black patterns that they have. It almost looks like they've been brush stroked on. Each one is, it would never be more than 2 or 3. We call these male bachelor troops. We're going to move up to the next elephant yard and see if we can find even more of these. It's due to the mining of a mineral that is known as coltan. Coltan is used in production of our soap 16 to 18 hours every day to conserve energy and maintain their hunts. So because of that rainfall though, instead of being asleep, they're awake, and instead of going inside, they're staying out. So we get a great look at these lions. Now when these lions grow up, these are not full grown adults, these are young lions. When they grow up, they're going to have different jobs. The 2 females will grow up to become hunters, whereas the male a defender. The female's job is to hunt. So her job will be going out every night, bringing home food. Males can hunt, but that's not their
keeps on moving. You see that flight, not? I got a thing now.
Like 30% through and it's getting...
It looks like the rain has subsided for a while. We managed to go back on to safari. It was a whistle-stop safari. The animals were really active, but we didn't really get to see many of them for long because the guy was in a hurry. Yeah, he was up to the speed limit, that's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, that was, are we going across this way? Yeah. So we did the safari again, then we walked over and did Everest.
Which was fun, wasn't it?
Which was fun. Do we like Everest now?
Yes, it's less G-force than last time.
Madison likes to try and measure, I think, by what she thinks the G-force is. She has not a clue what she's talking about, so, you know. But she's happy and she's ridden it twice. No tears.
Nope.
So is that on the yes list now?
Yep.
So we've managed to turn 2 no's into yeses now. What about rock and roller?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 no's to yeses and a 1 new one to happy to do again. So that's cool. We have about half an hour, 25 minutes to our reservation at Rainforest, but we are just going to slowly walk that way. There's nothing else we can do in the park before and get there for our reservation time, so that's what we're going to do. Does everyone know what they're eating?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do we need a menu? We're still going to take one, aren't we? But let's see how crazy it is trying to walk out at this time of day. Oh no! Doug and Russell are meeting today, but they've not been on the schedule to meet, and somebody didn't bring the book. I mean, it would have got really wet today anyway. So,
say it again.
So yeah.
the elephant, your adventure is about to begin. Let's check Safari of course.
Madison's grilled chicken and white rice, corn and orange slices. Are you looking forward to this? This is what you've been talking about. Yeah. Go on then, tuck him.
They're not a pack. How do we start doing that, man? It's not
Why change a good thing? Every time we come here I've had the same. I've got the steak and shrimp combo and a little hand. And I changed the seasonal veg to fries because and Jay went with the same.
Mechanical technology and the birth of the high-tech life we enjoy today. Being watched over by Arab and Jewish scholars. Call it the first backup system. We'll show you a new world, custom made just for you. Ready?
Ooh. Pick one then.
I guess the city.
Future.
My face didn't go out.
Thanks to you, the color of the future is green. Pedal-powered bike requires no fuel, and your green home conserves and generates its own energy. Don't worry about the house. A PDA with remote control. Your garden is filled with fruits and vegetables, grown with recycled water or distilled seawater. Your green home will have its own water recycling system, and the walls will be built with natural materials like earth, wood, and rocks, which also provide great insulation for low energy consumption. Without sacrificing your comfort, your living room can be an actual living room, with real grass providing a natural carpet.
Okay, I was actually
And the beach is never far away. Thanks to digital displays that create the environment you prefer.
So I don't
You
actually
can live the good life
on the
and the
beach.
green life in your home in the city, because in the future, every day is Earth Day. The end, or should I say the beginning, of your future.
Madison is insistent on coming into cool.
I like that one. Oil,
Viva, was it? So yes. Go on then.
Never tried Beverly. Never.
We've come into Epcot for this evening. Maddie wants to try and do Moana in the dark. And there was a few bits we needed to do ride-wise. So we jumped in. We've done Spaceship Earth for the first time. Well, after the fiasco trying to get in. Apparently Maddie was not holding the umbrella far enough out and had to go through an additional security check, which I get the reason for security, but the manner is what we were spoken to was a little unnecessary for what it was. However, the second guy who actually did the security check, can't fault him, explained everything he was doing and he was so polite to Madison. But yeah, that was a bit of a palaver getting in. I don't think we've worked out what you can and can't have in your bag or how far out you've got to hold anything. But arm's length, as far away from you as possible, I think is the general rule. So yeah, we've done Spaceship Earth. Madison's jumped into Club Cool. Tried 2 or 3 drinks, not Beverly. And now we are heading round to Norway because we haven't done Frozen Ever After or Anna and Elsa meet and greet. Both are showing about a 40-minute wait at the moment. However, they haven't been going down any lower than that anyway, and we can't get round there quick enough in the morning because there's other things we want to do. So we are just gonna wander around and give it a go. Apart from, say, Moana later on this evening, we don't really have any plans. We have a few ideas what we might do for tea. But apart from that, we're just going to enjoy the dry, slightly cooler weather.
Yeah. See you there!
Chaotic evening in Epcot. We went from Spaceship Earth to Club Cool, fine.
So fine.
Then we went to try and meet Anna and Elsa. And the less said about that, the better. We didn't end up meeting them. To be honest, the queue, I'm not really sure what was going on. Logistically, it didn't make sense. Nothing, and when I say nothing was moving, nothing was moving, but we move on. So we moved over.
So than we did earlier on.
Yeah. So we moved over to the queue for Frozen Ever After. It moved. It was what it was. You know, it chugs along. I'm not gonna lie.
Just a reminder though, for anybody who's relatively long in the legs, just a little reminder, just sit kind of angles so your knees don't get crashed into right in front of you, which I forgot.
It's a little bit clunky, I'm not gonna lie.
Very clunky.
Like going up the slope, it was worse than going up Misadventure Falls.
Oh yeah.
Felt like.
I know I've like holidayed in Disney fairly well, but if I put it in the context of the fact I don't think my sports bra would work very well, that's how clunky it was going up that.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was not the one.
Misadventure Falls gives you a massage.
Yeah.
That one gives you a headache.
So then we wandered down to do Moana Journey of Water. It's not dark, but some of the lights were on. And then with an organised countdown, we got some water moving. Took control of that. Got a bit of a water move. And now we are going to jump on the Skyliner and head over to Riviera for some tea. It's a late tea, but we had a late lunch, so we think that's fine. And then we're going to work out how we get back from Riviera.
It'll probably be bus to Springs.
And then Springs to home. The only annoying thing with that is we're going to have to go through security, but that's what that is. But we'll probably jump on the bus. So we get off the bus, go through security and go round and
straight on another bus.
Straight on another bus. Because the last thing we want to do is walk down to the boat and then find the boat's not on.
Yeah, we'll tell you that time, it probably won't be.
No, so that's what we're going to do, I'm not going to lie. A little bit hungry, so looking forward to something. Will I go for my usual? Will I change it up? Who knows?
Usual.
Usual.
That's what you'll get.
Usual. Same with me.
You'll go for your usual.
Yeah.
And when you've got meal credits to use, you get a kid's pasta with fries and cherry tomatoes, but she wanted shrimp, so you get fries and cherry tomatoes with that as well. And then Mummy and Daddy got croque monsieurs again.